What's going on, everybody? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. I know it's been some time, but I'm back. I wanted to make sure I had a good, strong focus on what exactly it was I want this channel to be, and I found that. And right now is a great time to come back, especially with all the problems around crypto. Not problems, but all the attacks on crypto. I really wanted to come back and make sure that I could make some videos on crypto to show support and show that I'm still in this space. I still love this space, and I think it's still going to thrive. So my first video back, I want to take a look at the total market cap, and I'm going to show you how I break down and analyze the broad spectrum. We're going to go on the weekly chart, and we're going to dial our way in to see when do we have a potential to have really good buying opportunities moving forward for a long-term potential bull run. With that being said, we're going to hop right into this chart. And again, I'm on total market cap, and I'm on a weekly time frame. And what I'm looking for is just very simply, where is the change of character? So by change of character, I'm talking about here, we have our peak high back in November 21. And we have a low here. Oh, actually, excuse me. Peak high, we have a low, a lower high, a lower low, another lower high, and then we have a lower low, but nothing ever really gets taken out. We got this kind of barely a lower high there, just barely eked out a high, and another lower low. So here's where it gets interesting. So you have our low here, lower high. Now this little U here, this little shape here, that's just consolidation. In order for this lower high to be confirmed, you have to make a low lower than your previous. That's how you confirm that you're still in that same trend. You have to make a lower low. So that's our new lower low. This was all consolidation in this area here. So this high doesn't matter. This is our lower high. This is our lower low. Now what do? We end up breaking structure here. We have a change of character. We broke structure here on a weekly time frame. This is also true on the monthly. The monthly is just a little bit harder to see, but the structure did break on the monthly as well. And we have our first higher high printed here in April 10th. That's our first higher high on the weekly time frame. So on the macro chart this spring, we printed our first higher high in over a year. Now I'm going to use some ICT concepts, some smart money concepts, and I'm going to make some extra videos breaking down these concepts specifically, especially how to find this market structure, and then how to identify places of value or places of discount and places of premium where you would likely want to either go long or go short. So we're going to take a Fibonacci from this low to this high, and we're going to see we just crossed under the 50% line. We just crossed over the $1 trillion market cap. So getting under 1 trillion on the total market cap is I don't want to say it's problematic, but it's not, it's definitely not a good look. We had just gotten back above it. We were pushing close to 1.3, and yeah, we definitely lost momentum, but this could very easily just be the first higher low after a higher high. How do we determine that? So we see the 50% fib line is your equilibrium line. If I take all these other lines out, this is the equilibrium of the move. This is the center point of the move. Anything above this is in a premium. It's in a premium area, and will likely look to go lower to get into a discount. Buyers want to buy at a discount. Sellers want to sell at a premium. You have to move like smart money. You have to move like the big money, because they need liquidity to buy, they need liquidity to sell. If you don't know where the liquidity is, you are the liquidity. And that's the best advice I can give anybody. This is not financial advice, but if you don't know where the liquidity is, you are the liquidity. So we've got this equilibrium here, we pass through. Now anywhere on this chart, 618 or 0.62, I've changed my fib levels up a little bit. You can take a look at these. And these are the levels that I use primarily for ICT numbers. Anywhere on this chart between the 5 and the 79% fib retracement, there's going to be a potential for a flip to the upside. If you see a flip to the upside in that range, then the bullish structure is still well in play. It can get down to the point of just about double bottoming. As long as it doesn't make a new low, the bullish structure is still in place, so keep that in mind. And what I'm looking at here too is that we have this fair value gap, and this gap here is where you have a 3 candle pattern. So you have our first bullish candle, and then a long, large body candle, and then the third candle only wicked down to here. So between the upper wick of the first candle and the lower wick of the third candle is a value gap. There's an imbalance in order. There was a buying imbalance. So the sell side has to come back and fill that imbalance. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this area to get touched, at least to get touched again at 900 billion, all the way potentially down to about 800 billion, and then flip to the upside. Now what I would do is once this area gets breached, once there's a breach of this area, if it happens, I'm gonna look down to the daily time frame or even a 4-hour time frame. I'm gonna look for a potential change in structure. So really this area here, this wasn't really a higher high yet because this high needed to be knocked out first. Because all of this doesn't really matter. This is all just consolidation. This is all just building liquidity. It looks like a high point. It looks like that's a high, but it didn't get confirmed until here. So you go back to this high. This high never got confirmed through anything until it came down to here. So guys, that is what I'm thinking for the overall market cap. Overall market cap still has room to go to the downside. We are likely still in for some more pain, and especially if Bitcoin holds steady, that means it's going to be a lot of altcoin pain. So alts are still extremely high risk on play right now. I'm not looking like there's going to be a buying opportunity for most alts. You might find some individual gems. I'm going to give you one here right now. I'm going to give you my one play. I've got one trade play that's on the 4-hour chart, and it's actually going to be on XRP against Tether. So XRP looks like it made a bullish move and is currently in a broadening wedge or a megaphone pattern is what it's looking like. It's looking like there's a great play to enter, to even enter essentially now. Again, this is not trading advice, but I am in this trade. I entered last night on a long position. I think I entered as soon as this following candle did not break the lower wick of this candle, and this did set a what I believe to be a confirmed low. I bought in around 48. Stop loss here at just below the previous low, and my first target is going to be coming back to the top of the megaphone pattern. So if we don't get a breakout, about 3.5 to 1. If it breaks out, then you're looking at about 70 cents for a target, and you're looking at about 8 to 1 on a trade, and that's a phenomenal reward to risk ratio. So again, we're looking potentially coming to the top and just retesting the pattern, just retesting the bounds of the expanding wedge. You could, in my opinion, and what I'm going to do is if it gets to the top of this wedge, I'm selling the majority of my position. I'll clear out about 80% of my position, and then I'd look to re-enter on a confirmation of a breakout. If I can get a, if I can get something that looks like we come up, retest, bounce around, and then come up. I'm looking to get this area to flip from a resistance to a support. I'll see this tap as a support, and I'll go long again and see if I can get the move on that breakout. But this here, this entry is not a breakout trade. This is just a pattern trade to be a continuation back towards, you know, the top of this range. So that's the video for today, guys. Just looking over the total market cap and then this trade option for you. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back making at least 2 videos a week. And yeah, as always, guys, until next time, peace.